Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? I am as blessed can be compared to last Sunday of last week. Yesterday, I did not go to church at all as well, but I did observe one little notion as far as the series of messages was concerned on winning at home, glowing rectangle. That's the subject the preacher had already talked about at 242 Church. And it said in Ephesians 5, 6, 7, sexual morality, greed, obscenity, coarse joking, along with empty words or phrases, are insensitive and are not those of God in a very serious way. The reason is because of the self centeredness act there. And these things really hurt the people amongst each other. Not only that, they break the relationships from the people who have created in God's image. In addition, they too break the relationships with the Lord, period. And what Paul says, if you have claimed to have followed Jesus, then you absolutely are pretty much surrendering to your inheritance to the Lord, which Jesus has absolutely nothing to do with any of this whatsoever. So, what we have to be in this instance is to just be wise and try not to be partnering ourselves with this thing of disobedience. All the things I have talked about, everything I have covered up, and that includes the media attack on social media, on which a friend of mine, who was extremely younger than me, is a Christian, but is not just taming the volcano, on which I'm talking about gossiping, but also says words or phrases to his sister in a very, very bad way. What I did was I spoke to my pastoral friend, Ann Johnson, and asking her to pray for this young man in hopes of getting deliverance, um, and hoping to regain the words or phrases on which a young man must speak appropriately and talk appropriately in order for him to get all the better of this. I also asked her about the same old friend who has to be more responsible for his own action for his family, because I love him sincerely with all his heart. He really loves me, and I am praying for him to lead a normal life. These things are always in order. And besides, I am a loving man, if you don't mind. Well, I thank you very much for watching my commentary. You be blessed. And if you have people who pretend to love Jesus, ask them to love Jesus for real, and try and have them not to be partnered with anybody with disobedience. That would make it everybody's business. Please, thank you very much for taking your time to watching with me. Bye.